What's up, everyone? It's Roger and Abe here from the DisKingdom podcast, and on this episode we're going to be going full spoiler review on Finding Dory, and we have got a very special guest today. We've got Rob from CoinOpTV. What's up, Rob?
This is my fish. I'm swimming.
Yeah. He's swimming. He just keeps swimming.
Swimming my way onto the DisKingdom podcast. What's up?
Yeah, what's up, everyone? So you two guys were lucky enough to go see this movie early. So you two have got a great thing. You two can talk about this movie. I'm just going to sit here and kind of go, well, I've got another 6 weeks before the movie comes out because it doesn't come out till the end of July here in the UK. So I thought, to be honest, I think we can go spoilers because the chances of me having it spoiled in the next 6 weeks by something on Twitch or on Facebook is so high. I might as well just go for it. So, Abe, you want to kick things off? What did you think of Finding Dory?
Yeah, well, alright guys, here goes. Again, last final spoiler alert. Here we go. Spoiler. Okay, here we go. They found Dory. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is Abe and Rob and Roger from DisKingdom.com.
Does Nemo kill Dory?
No, Finding Dory was cool. It was a good movie. It definitely, I don't think it was better than the first one. I think it was a good movie. It did not blow me away like usually a Pixar movie does, but then again, it was really early, and Rob and I had to wake up early to go see it, and we were in cramped seats in the El Capitan with some random kid crying occasionally. So I don't know, maybe we didn't get the full enjoyment of it, but no, it was still a good movie. It's basically. Obviously, it's a similar story to the point where it's not that you're really finding Dory, like she's not lost. It's not Nemo and Marlin looking for her. It's more so that Dory lost herself at a young age, and so she's kind of finding herself all over again in the sense that she's finding where she came from, her family, where she grew up. So she's kind of finding herself. So that's why the title fits. She's finding Dory, who she was, where she derives from. But see, obviously, you can put things together. She grew up in an actual an open sea aquarium, and it's kind of interesting. It's run by Sigourney Weaver, so just so you guys know that. It's really funny when it first gets introduced in the movie, but I don't know. I mean, there was just a lot of cool new characters introduced. I was surprised not to see the seagulls go mine, 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 like it didn't happen.
Mine.
But we did still have a nice bird, a character in the movie, which was awesome. But anyways, I'll leave that one to the movie. But overall, I think it was a good, enjoyable movie. We can get more into the story in a little bit. Let's find out what Rob thought about the movie as well and his first impressions.
Well, first of all, let me just state I'm allergic to fish, so just the talking about fish on a podcast has really made my allergies hoof and puff. So apologies in advance. If you see me coughing, sneezing, and sniffling.
This is true. I'm a witness to that.
So yeah, Finding Dory, Pixar, Disney movie. We sort of get hit or miss with the Pixar movies. You get a good one, then you get a so-so one. Obviously Inside Out was really great. The Good Dinosaur I thought was so-so, and I thought Finding Dory was a little more on the so-so side. It was probably better than The Good Dinosaur. Similar story with kind of somebody getting lost in like a journey and. Mm-hmm. Uncharted territory, I guess, if the sea can be uncharted territory and the vast ocean. But similar stories there. I wasn't really blown away. I thought it was fun and entertaining. I laughed a few times. I was entertained, but I wasn't blown away. Was kind of my bottom line.
Yeah. So that I think it gives us that feeling of it. It's just another Disney movie. It's not groundbreaking. It's not going to change anything. It's just a good, enjoyable kids movie for the summer. That would be right, Abe?
Yeah. Especially coming. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, you started to say Rob, and then you said Abe.
No, go Rob, go.
Right. I was gonna say, especially coming off of Zootopia, even though I wasn't Pixar, but Zootopia was so good that this just kind of was oh, okay, it's it's even. I mean, not even with Zootopia. It's this even kind of it's okay.
Yeah, you know what? I was gonna add, if people want to really enjoy Finding Dory, the best suggestion I would have is see Finding Nemo the day before or even hours before you go see it. I think it'll actually add value to Finding Dory for you. But if you go see it on its own, and let's say you've never even seen Finding Nemo or something like that, it's not going to have that same effect on you. Um, so I think the first movie definitely complements it because I mean all the things that happen technically are taking place a year after they found Nemo. So
Mm.
kind of adds continuity to the story if you do see the first movie before you see this one. Aside from that, aside from like what Rob and I have stated, that's yeah, it's definitely an okay movie. The new characters that they introduced were kind of cool. I mean, I did enjoy seeing Hank in there, the octopus. He had some character. He was really good. Definitely enjoyed the way he basically added to the story. Also, you had the big whales. I mean, you had Destiny, who I really enjoyed. She was like a nearsighted. Forget what kind of shark she was, like a whale shark, I believe.
Whale
Is
shark.
what she was. Yeah, and then I don't remember the other one's name. Do you remember, Rob? The beluga whale. I
The
forget.
dolphin?
Oh, he's a beluga whale. He's the one that's white with the sonar thing.
Oh, I thought he was a dolphin.
No, no, he's a
No,
beluga.
this is a beluga whale.
But
Because I
anyway,
thought dolphins do like sonar thing. Is that Ty Burrell? Bailey? Was that Bailey?
Bailey, that's right. He was cool. I
That
did
whole
like
time
him a
I
lot.
thought he was a dinosaur. I mean, a dolphin.
Dinosaur.
Oh, now he's a dinosaur. Wow.
No, a dolphin.
No,
He's actually going to be a minion walking in.
yeah. No, he was
How come-
definitely.
How come? Okay,
Right.
spoilers here. There's whale talk in this movie. How come like they weren't talking whale to each other?
Well, here's the thing.
Because whale sharks are sharks.
Here's
not
the thing,
whales.
and this actually is revealed in the movie. The reason why Dory speaks whale, because she was a pipe pal with Destiny, and the way the pipes would echo, that's how Dory would talk to Destiny, and Destiny would talk back to her that way. So when you hear talking whale, that's only Dory speak. The whales talk normal. It's just that's the way she thought
Oh,
whales would talk. So it was kind of interesting. But
this movie
I-
is
I-
so complex. I didn't understand that.
but then again, Dory doing that is understood by all whales, which we also saw in the first one. So, but yeah.
That kind of answers the question about the Finding Dory place that I've been playing, of why they always talk
there
for
you
about.
Yeah, there you go.
Roger, can you do an impression? Is there like from the game?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Sorry, I don't speak whale. No idea what you said.
Idris Elba was awesome. I loved him.
Yeah, they deserve a spin-off movie. Yeah, the Otters.
Yes, definitely. No, not the otters. The seals. The
Seals.
otters were the otters were the cute ones. The little cute ones that everybody had to stop
Oh.
for. Remember?
Oh yeah, off.
Yeah. Oh, that was so good. They were so good. Which leads me to my next point, and I won't spoil it because this is definitely something you need to look at yourself. But stay to the very, 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 very end after the credits. Because they do a little bit with Idris Elba and obviously the Rock and everything like that. But we get a nice little gift from the first movie. It's kind of cool. It kind of adds continuity to the end scenes, which is kind of cool. But
that means my wife's not going to be happy now that I'm gonna make her sit for the end because
but you know what?
Every Marvel movie.
That's another thing. The credits are honestly, they're very beautiful. It looks like a nice, like, active coral reef. There are constantly stuff swinging by, and it looks really. There's stuff to look at. So that's nothing to worry about. Okay, I have to bring this up because I honestly think it's so stupid. In social media, people were making this big deal out of this. The first lesbian couple being in a Pixar movie. These people weren't even in the movie for more than 2 seconds. It was not a big deal. All
Wait,
it was
who was that?
Basically, in the scene, and you can see it in the trailers. The part where where Dory and Hank are in the baby stroller when they're trying to get to the open sea aquarium area, where I think something drops and the two women get startled and they look and then they get even more startled because they see Hank as a little baby.
Yeah, that was a good joke.
Those two women are basically portrayed as a couple, and they're a lesbian couple. And people have been making a big deal out of it in social media.
Yeah, it's like a nothing.
And then ultimately this. Do they not know who the star of the movie is anyway? It's Ellen DeGeneres. Come on, people. What's wrong with people? Anyway, I just had to bring that up. What?
You get. I just remember the Ellen show from when they did all that whole series of back in the 90s when they did that whole thing about how teasing her coming out on the TV series.
Yeah.
It's just that was so long ago.
But anyways, back to the movie. There was some pretty interesting stuff that happens, and especially towards the end. There's this awesome segment where they go into a slow-mo, which they do in a lot of car movies or any movies in general that involve a car crash, where you start hearing, "I see the trees are green, red roses too, I see them blue." It just goes in slow-mo and just some funny stuff happens. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a good movie. Definitely check it out. I do want to jump off subject just a little bit and talking about the short before it, which is Piper. That was phenomenal. I think I enjoyed that more than the actual movie. It was very realistic. The shots totally made me feel like I was at the beach. Totally made me feel like when I see those birds running around every morning when you're at the beach. It was just beautifully done. Story was great, very comical. Kind of gave a nice little story about perseverance and sticking to it and type of thing. It was cool. Definitely a great little short. What did you think about it, Rob?
Yeah. Piper was good. It was heartwarming, charming, photorealistic. A lot of the it was like waves. It was at a beach and it was birds and interact. I guess we won't talk about this too much because there's no trailer or anything, so nobody's ever seen what this is. And it's
I think there was some concept art. I think that was about it. I think there was kind of him running away from the sea. I think that was basically all we saw.
Yeah. It was really cute. I mean, if you're going to a Disney movie, don't show up late. If you are late, stay for the credits all the way to the end, and the next screening, stay for the beginning, and watch the cartoon, and then leave the theater.
I always love the fact that they do those short. I always feel like we should. Every movie should have a short before it because it's just so cool. Rather than sitting through all those adverts because you've paid to be there. It's just so annoying to have to sit through 20 minutes of adverts before you. That's my own little rant about the cinema. Anything else you want to add on that, Abe?
I was gonna ask you, do you have any questions about the movie in general? Like maybe there's some questions you need answered. Since obviously this is a spoiler show, we can answer like one question that you asked us before. Does anybody die? Nobody dies. It's a Pixar movie. Nobody dies.
I must say it's kind of a weird thing because as much as it's kind of it's hyped up and all this stuff, I don't know if the buzz around it has been kind of. Disney have been sort of hyping it, but I think because it's a sequel, no one's really been kind of getting kind of. I think there's a thing of when it's new, like Moana or Zootopia, everyone wants to know the new things. Whereas with Finding Dory, it's kind of safe and easy.
There's a lot of toys out there. There's a lot of billboards out here where I live, so it's definitely being overhyped.
Yeah. Maybe because
it's a lot of marketing. There's a lot of marketing, and I guess Ellen's been pushing it and stuff.
She's been pushing it for years.
Yeah.
Was kind of she doesn't really do a lot of other stuff really other than this, does she?
There wasn't like anything like after we saw we're like, oh my gosh, like I have to tell people to go see this, It sort of has that sort of like in between kind of vibe to it, or it's like it's like all right, I was entertained for 90 minutes. Whereas like Zootopia was kind of like, oh man, like I can't wait for like somebody else to see this so we can have like a discussion on predators versus non-predator animals and and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, not a lot of like talking after the movie talking points kind of thing.
Yeah. Agreed.
No. Because you were like, they found her. It's fine.
Well, it's a little. I mean, if we are doing a spoiler thing, it's a little misconception because it's not really finding.
She
It's not really
found
about
herself,
finding,
basically.
It's not really. Well, it's not really about finding Dory. It's it's more of like Dory's quest to find something.
Yeah. Because you kind of always sort of feel like it's like Finding Dory's parents kind of seem like the more appropriate kind of title.
Yeah, that's sort of what it is. Yeah, I mean, she's sort of finding herself.
I thought it was more of an origin story. I thought it was like she was finding, basically herself that she lost. You know what I mean? She forgot about that. So she found her lost self, basically. That
So
she
what do you like the
disconnected
other?
from.
So with like the other characters, like Destiny, Hank is, are they in it a lot, or are they, just like Crush, where he turns up and does like one scene and gone?
Yeah, Crush is, he's just making a cameo basically. Hank is in it a lot. Destiny's in it a lot. Bailey barely, because he's crucial towards the end. But it's mostly Nemo, Marlin, Dory, Hank, Dory's parents. Bunch of other fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hank had a pretty large part, and he was funny, creative. He was like the only character that could go out of water, so that gave him this like extra dynamic. Everybody else was limited to water, I guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of as interesting because like it's this kind of thing. I feel like where it's been coming from is everything's just like it's good, but it's not. I think everyone's expectations for these I would almost say like kids' summer movies is getting higher and higher because I think they keep pushing the bar and not always being quite able to reach that bar every time. And this is just like a nice little movie tie-in.
It's an entertainment. That's it.
People are laughing the whole time. They were into it. I mean, anytime there was a laugh scenes thing, people were like laughing and entertained.
I think it's that thing. I think with these kind of movies, sometimes expectations are so high. Whereas, like you say, it's a good, enjoyable movie. You enjoyed it. Would you recommend you go and seeing it?
Yeah, it's good.
Well, that was a nice, confident kind of.
It's not. It's like Rob said. It's not one of those like, oh my God, go see it. It's amazing. It's one of those, go see it. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's worth seeing.
We saw it in 2D, so I'd be curious, like, if the 3D... It's in 3D, right, also?
Yeah. You know what? Again, Rob has a point. Maybe 3D makes it better. Maybe seats that actually are comfortable make it better. El Capitan...
You're at the cinema, not supposed to be comfortable.
Well,
No.
we
honestly,
were there...
No,
we were there like an hour early too, so like we were sitting in those seats for like an hour prior to the movie. Also.
You need to come out to our cinemas out here. Our cinemas recline. They have waiters. They bring you food. I mean, as opposed to where we were sitting, we literally had to turn sideways, grease, get some butter, put it on our sides a little bit, and then just squeeze right in. I mean, the El Capitan is an old theater, and they like to preserve it the way it is.
Classic,
they were meant for. They're kind of like the submarines in Disneyland. They're meant for little people.
They were meant for how we used to be. 150 years ago.
Exactly. That's where we used to be.
And our row buddies had to get up and use the bathroom like twice or something, so we had to stand up. Get out of the way.
Yeah, that's true. We had to stand up like 3-4 times because there's no room for people to walk.
Nah.
You have to get out of your seat. So. Yeah,
I must admit, the nearest we got like 3 cinemas in my nearest city, and it's like one of them is like quite old, and you sit there with your knees touching the one in front, and you don't go to that one very often.
Yeah,
but no, it's kind of it's kind of interesting. I mean, I think for us over here, it's definitely kind of the big sort of the kids' summer movie. It's going to be the one that's going to be out during the kids' summer break.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting it to do well. I think it's kind of going to be like probably a solid effort for it, and it will be bringing money in for weeks and weeks and weeks as it breaks everywhere. Might not break any records, but I'm sure it's going to be very, very profitable for Disney.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, it's going up against It's going up against The Conjuring 2 and Warcraft, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was not performing that well. So, yeah, it's going up against those. So it'll do great.
Yeah. So this, I mean, because this is the kind of thing. So it was really pretty much from this to Moana is the next one. I'm just trying to think for like summer. You know, they tend to kind of get them all out now, and then like the main bit of the summer, they leave all that break while all these are in the cinema, kind of bringing in money.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, kind of the big sort of Disney summer movie. I don't know if it's maybe Disney have gone a little bit overkill with too many movies, and people are getting a little bit kind of. I think with the Jungle Book, Zootopia, Alice Through the Looking Glass, and now this, and then the BFG, and then Moana. There's like almost like a little bit of too much going on with them.
So what do you think
on that, Rob?
Parents don't think that. They think, what's another movie that I can have babysit my kids for 2.5 hours? That's the way parents think. Like, if you have 4 kids, you're bringing them to the movies, a matinee, babysitting for 3 hours. So, yeah, the adults may be getting Disney kid movie fatigue, but parents, that's a different category. Was the original Finding Dory in 3D? Is that something... Was that a thing?
You mean Finding Nemo, you mean?
Finding Nemo, yes. Sorry, the original Finding Nemo. I wonder, have they redone that as like a 3D movie?
They have. They redone it, but it didn't come out in theaters. They redid it, but you can get the Blu-ray and it'll be in 3D. But
I was wondering, like, if they did like a back-to-back screening, in 3D. Like,
I'm sure they're doing that now. They're doing it in 3D. Like, I know
they're
they have
doing
cinemas.
a special presentation, I think, for Double One. I think they did that this week, I think, coming up.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm going to be honest, personally, for me, I can't stand 3D. I don't like wearing 2 pairs of glasses at the cinema. It's not the most comfortablest things to do. So, yeah, I don't do 3D anymore. That kind of ship sailed after watching, and the cost of it. The cost of going to see things in 3D is just ridiculous. I mean, you go see, I think we went to see, like, Man of Steel, and I'm paying, like, 25 quid for the 2 of us to go, and you're like, no, this is too expensive. We'll wait for half price. Too much. But just sort of closing thoughts on Finding Dory, Rob. What was your sort of closing thoughts on Finding Dory?
Oh, it's a fun enough movie. Just wasn't blown away. It had a cohesive plot. Characters were all pretty interesting. The Dory angle of losing the memory might get a little annoying to some people. The character, I don't think they show young Dory on the trailer at all. I think that's kind of been hidden a little bit. And like when she's young, it's like really charming and sweet, and the voice is like very captivating, and you're just like, oh, she's young and stuff. So there's an appeal there, but a lot of it is like it's like kind of almost like watching like a buddy picture, like a road trip buddy picture. It's not a lot of like depth. Somehow there's a pun in there because it's in water, but there's not a lot of depth of the characters. They just kind of are traveling to get to a goal, and there's an obstacle. They gotta like get past the obstacle and get to that goal. No like reveal or peeling away of layers.
Yeah. Abe?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're a Pixar fan, of course you're gonna go see it. It's definitely a good movie. I mean, if you enjoyed Finding Nemo, you'll enjoy this movie. It's not as great, but it's definitely one of those movies to go see and enjoy. Definitely one to entertain the kids for sure, like Rob said earlier. But yeah, I mean, I think if Sigourney Weaver approves, then I approve of it as well.
Yeah. So. Right. Well, on that note,
get that.
Yep. On that note, I think I'd love to know your thoughts on Finding Dory. Comment below, get in touch with us, let us know what you guys think. Are these 2 guys right about it? You can also check out our Patreon, Ethan over at sortedouts.com and Magic Band Collectors. You can find out more information at DisKingdom.com. And you can also hit that subscribe button, and also if you're listening to us on the podcast version, you can give us a review and hit that subscribe button there. Remember to check out Rob as well over on his YouTube channel. So Rob, do you want to do a quick plug for yourself?
Yes. CoinOpTV. A plug for myself. I don't know. I make videos like every day. Yeah, a lot of videos about gaming, some Disney stuff, and I try and be entertaining and talk fast. And sometimes Abe is a co-host of mine on my live chat show that I do as well. So if you guys are Abe fans, then you'll get some Abe love every once in a while.
Yeah, all three of you, go see it.
Yes.
You only have three. You only have three Abe fans.
Yeah, but one of them is his bubba.
Oh God, she doesn't even watch the show. That's how much of a fan she is.
You have more friends than Dory.
Yeah. Hey
Well, on
guys.
that note, we should see you guys in the later video. So later, bye there.